everybody. It is Rusty Dan, and today I thought I could show you guys a little bit of my, portable game selection. So I'm going to be showing you some Game Boy Advance games, some DS games, and I am going to eventually show you my 3DS games, but I have a lot of them, so I'm going to make a separate video for that. So yeah, also, I'm really sorry my nails look disgusting today. I have to leave my nails long for my job. I have to open a lot of boxes and stuff, and long nails come in handy. So yeah, I thought, just be something a little different than just showing you guys games, or like playing games for you. I thought this would be a little more fun and interesting. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look. So these aren't in any particular order, just poured out my game pouch and put them all on the table. So the first game I have right now is Pokemon Pinball. And this game is actually really fun. I didn't really know what to expect whenever I played it, but then I started playing and I was getting like so addicted. Like to the point that it was just insane. Yeah, it's also nice that I have long nails so I can tap these things for you guys. But yeah, it is really fun. It's a little confusing, especially if you don't have a manual, but if you like pinball games and you like Pokemon, match made in heaven. Next up on the list, ooh, this is a good one, is Mario Kart Super Circuit. Oh my goodness. To say that I like Mario Kart games is an understatement. I love Mario Kart games. They're so fun. Oh my goodness. I am not as I'm gonna be completely honest, this isn't like my favorite Mario Kart game ever, but whenever it was out, this was like the cat's meow, from what I've been told. I actually didn't have a Game Boy Advance whenever one came out. I kind of missed that. I wasn't a big portable person back then, which is weird. I had like a regular Game Boy and that's it. I was more like GameCube and PlayStation 2 and stuff. But whenever I did pick this up, I really, really liked it. I was a big fan of the Super Mario Kart, and this plays pretty much the exact same. And this one's really cool because it has all of the tracks from the original game on it too, so you kind of get like two games in one, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you also can get this on the Wii U now. I think it's like $6. So yeah, you guys should give it a try. I think you guys will like it. All right, next on the list. Let me see if I can find the other ones with it, then to make this a little faster. Oops. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. We have the Sonic Advance trilogy. I know this is like literally the ugliest Sonic Advance you've ever seen, but to be completely fair, this wasn't mine. I bought it at a pawn shop, so you can't really blame me. It wasn't my fault. I plead the fifth. Yeah, it's not the nicest looking one, but it gets the job done. So we have Sonic Advance, Sonic Advance 2, and Sonic Advance 3. If it'll focus for you. Focus. Thank you. I love Sonic games. I have sadly played every single Sonic game known to mankind, which is quite the feat to say the least, but also it's not everyone's good, unfortunately. But you're pretty safe with these guys. If you wanted a Sonic game that plays like an old school one, but you want like new levels, or some slightly more interesting mechanics. These ones, you'd be hard pressed to find better ones. If I had to pick one out of the three, that's hard actually. I'm thinking about it. If I had to pick one of these, which one would I pick? I think I would probably pick the third one. The third one's probably my favorite, but I really like all of them. They're all fun, definitely. They're also really hard to find these days. They're not very expensive though. I think the most I paid was for this one. I think it was like $25, but this one was only like 10, and I think this one's like 20 or 15 or something. But they're all really, really fun. Cream is my favorite one to play as. I love her and Cheese. They're so cute. Next up, and I'm sure most of you have either played this or already have it, is Pokemon, the leaf green version. To be honest, this was my first Pokemon game that I ever played. I played it when I think I was 13, 14. I wasn't like super young. To be fair, I also wasn't allowed to play a lot of games whenever I was little, so this was kind of nice to find. Yeah, I really liked this one. I haven't technically played all of the original Kanto games, but I also don't really like them very much. They're so broken, guys. They're so broken. You can't tell me that they're not broken. If you got a whole psychic team, you could pretty much kill everything. Also, Wrap destroys everything. Poison powder and Wrap. If you poison powder and Wrap everything in the originals, you can pretty much wipe out anything. But yeah, I love this game. It's probably my favorite Game Boy Advance game that I have. My first starter that I picked was Squirrel. He's pretty cute. I like him. I think. Or was it Bulbasaur? It wasn't Charmander. I know I didn't pick Charmander because I didn't really like him at the time. I actually can't remember. I'm getting old. Okay, next up is the very controversial Mario Party Advance. I know so many people that hate this game with a burning passion. Yes, it doesn't play like a regular Mario Party game, and yes, it's kind of short, but it is very, very fun. You know, if you're kind of bored, you just want something to do for like an hour or so, you could probably beat this in about an hour. But the story is cute, and the mini games are really fun, and it has a lot of different modes you can play too, and I really enjoy it. I think it's really fun. I liked playing as Yoshi in this. But yeah, Mario Party Advance. Very cute. Next up is Namco Museum. Honestly, the only reason I have this game is because I'm pretty sure it was like $1 when I bought it. For being truthful, this isn't the best version of this game that you can get. The best version you can get is on the GameCube, because they added a bunch of arrangement games so you could play. It was like revamped versions of the old games. So there was like a Pac-Man one and Dig Dug and Galaga, and they're really fun. You can play them with 2 people too, and oh my goodness, it's so fun. But yeah, don't get this one. Unless you just want to play straight up Pac-Man and have a screen that's so small that it doesn't fit the whole maze on it. Be my guess, but yeah, don't get this one. Just trust me. Next up, one of my all-time favorites is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. This game is really good. It doesn't play exactly like the old school Donkey Kong by any means, but it's a really cool new take on the Donkey Kong arcade game. And yeah, it's really cool. I'm pretty sure you can also get this on the Wii U eShop, I think. I think you can. Did I get it on there? I can't remember. Let's take a look. It's really good. It got me into the the whole Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, and the whole series is really fun. I've played all the games. My favorite one, I mean, you can't really technically base this one off the other ones because they're not really the same, but more or less. But yeah, I really like this one. This one's really fun. Notice how I've said that about like pretty much every game so far. Alright, next up is a game that I actually haven't played a lot of, and it's Wario Land 4. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of this game, to be honest, but I know that they're kind of hard to find, so I couldn't pass up buying it whenever I saw it. It also wasn't very expensive. I think it was like $14, so you know, price of a sandwich. That's not too bad. To be honest, the only Wario Land game I've ever played was or I guess it's not technically a Wario Land game, was Wario World on the GameCube, and oh my goodness, that game was crazy. So I figured this would be just as zany. I mean, it's not in 3D, but you know what I mean. But yeah, let me know if you guys have ever played this game and what you thought of it, because I might give it a try. Maybe I'll play it on channel for you guys. We'll see. Okay, so the last Game Boy Advance game that I have right now, because I have lent a few out to friends, is Sword of Mana, if it wants to focus here. You gonna focus? Please? What if I hold it like this? Does that help? Whatever. Good enough. You can tell what it says. This game is amazing. Oh my goodness. If you've ever played Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo or the PS4 lately, you will definitely like this game. It's very, very, very good. I was kind of surprised that in this one, you can be a boy or a girl, and they both have completely different stories, which is kind of cool, so you can kind of play the game twice, and they both play differently. Like, there's a guy and a girl, and the guy is like a knight and the girl's a mage, and they both have like different attacks and spells and stuff, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, this game is really, really good. I don't think you can get it on the Wii U eShop, which is disappointing, but if you can find this somewhere, and if it's not like crazy expensive, you should definitely get it, because you're really, really gonna like it. You will not be disappointed with this game. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll play that on the channel too. Alright, so that is all of the Game Boy Advance games. And now we're going to go to the DS games, like original DS games. Okay, so the first original DS game that I have to show you is Super Princess Peach. Let me see if I can focus on it. There we go. Oh my goodness, this game. I love this game. I love this game so much. It got a lot of controversy whenever it came out, because a lot of people didn't like the fact that, you know, she's on like an island that's full of emotions, and you can like change her emotions whenever you want. But I personally think that means she has good control over her emotions. And let's be honest, all the enemies in the game are all guys, and they are just stuck on one emotion most of the time. So I think, in my opinion, it shows that she has the strongest control over her vibes than the enemies. But yeah, this game is fantastic. Do not listen to anybody that says that this game is not, because this game is really, really good. It's so fun. Okay, so next one we have is, let me see if I can find the other one that goes with it. Oh, here it is. The words are kind of small, so I'll have to tell you what they are. Oops. So this one is Mega Man Star Force 2 Zerker X Ninja. And I also have Mega Man Star Force 3 Black Ace. I don't have the first one just because I beat the first one whenever I was like super young and traded it in and never saw it again because I'm stupid. But I have the other two. These games are really cool. They play more so like a kind of like a turn-based RPG, so they don't play like the old Mega Man games, that's for certain, but that's okay because I am terrible at the old Mega Man games, but I am really, really good at these ones. These games are really sweet. If you want like something kind of like, I'm not even sure if I can base it off anything. It's kind of its own beast, really. Oh, if you played the Game Boy Advance Mega Man Battle Network games, these are pretty much the same. There's a tiny bit of a difference, like it's in 3D and it's not in 2D, but other than that, it's not much different. So yeah, you definitely would really like these games. The story's really good, and yeah, lots of customization in these. They're really, really cool. Speaking of RPGs, here's one that you guys maybe know of, and it is Digimon World Dawn. To be completely honest, I have not played this game because I'm terrible, but I have played Digimon World. I think it's just called Digimon World DS, and that game is, oh my gosh, that game is so good. And I have seen like pictures of this, and it doesn't look any much different. It plays pretty much the same way, and there's a Dusk version you can get as well. And it's pretty much like Pokemon, where depending on which game you got different Digimon in it and whatnot. And I think the story is slightly different. I think there's like different teams in it or something. I can't remember, but yeah, this game's really cool from what I've seen. It also wasn't very expensive, so can't really knock me for that. All right, next one is Advance Wars: Days of Ruin. I actually don't really like this game. I have played the first Advance Wars on my Wii U, like it's on the Virtual Console, and I really liked that one. But this one was kind of weird, where as you can tell from the design, it's not very colorful. It's very drab. It's very dark. It's not very funny like the other ones liked to poke holes at and stuff, which I thought was really cool of the old games. But yeah, this one was kind of disappointing. But I mean, it still plays good, but the story and stuff, it just seemed very generic. So yeah, if you're gonna play Advance Wars, I wouldn't recommend starting with this one. Maybe you might end up liking it. I don't know. That's just how I felt about it. Next up on the list, oh my goodness, I cannot believe. Keep in mind that I paid $2 for this game, and this game is Dragon Quest. Is it Dragon Quest Heroes? Yeah, Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime. Oh my gosh, this game is so good. It is so fun. I don't even know how to explain what it is. It's like tank battles, but you also get to like roam around an open world and explore and get different weapons and items and materials for your tank, and you get to save a bunch of different slime. You get to play as a slime in this, and he's so cute. And all the slimes have like, it's a Dragon Quest game, so unsurprisingly, all the slimes have like different accents and ways of talking and stuff. And yeah, this game is like a masterpiece. I can't believe I got it for $2 at my EB Games. That's crazy. But yeah, this game is so... oh my gosh, like I can't believe how fun it is. I love this game so much. I feel like it's a hidden gem. I feel like no one's even heard of this. You should definitely go out and get it if you can find it. Let me see if I can find another one that goes with this one. Save me a little time. That's a nice thing about ASMR videos. Most people don't care if they're crazy long. As long as they're relaxing. Which I hope I am. So I'm sorry if I'm not. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, where is it? Seriously? Where are you? You're in here somewhere. I know you are. No. Oh. I don't know where that went then. Okay, that's odd. Oh well. Well, I was going to show you, this is Dragon Quest IV, Chapters of the Chosen, and I thought I had a copy of Dragon Quest V somewhere. Maybe I lent it to somebody? I don't remember. Can you blame me for not remembering? I've seen one freaking game. Seriously. This one's pretty cool. I haven't played a whole lot of this one. I played more of the fifth one. But this one's really cool because you get to play as a bunch of different characters and they all have different stories, and then I think eventually you all get to meet up and then you have like your full party, which is really cool. And these games are so neat because they do different like accents for people. There's no voice acting, but like the text itself is in accents, if that makes any sense. Oh, maybe I'll show you guys one of these days. But they're really, really good. If you want like a really just a fun, straight up old school RPG, if you liked Earthbound, you'll like this game, or this game series, because it's very similar. These are really, really hard to find though, so I think you can get them on your phone now though, and I don't think they're very expensive. I'm pretty sure you can get them for like $9, $10. But yeah, I don't know where that other one went. That's really weird. Oh, I'm sure it's somewhere. Alright. These ones I'll show you together because they all are from the same series. Technically. One of them I'm kind of cheating with, but that's okay. If I can find all of them. Actually, before I do that, I will show you the other Dragon Quest game that I have that I completely forgot, which is awful because this game is amazing, is Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Starry Skies. This is actually, you can play about 95% of this game in multiplayer, like local multiplayer. It's so cool. You get to make your own character, you can change their job class and everything, and it scales your EXP, so if you're playing on, if you're like super, super far in the game and you're playing with somebody else that just like started, they'll scale your EXP so you get more, which is really, really, really cool. And oh my goodness, my friends used to play this with me all the time. I kind of miss it actually. Oh, look at me getting sentimental over a game. Come on, Rusty, get over yourself. Okay. Where did I put those other ones? I was just holding a million of them. Where did they go? Oh, right in front of me. Can you tell that I planned this out? I clearly didn't. That's okay. Oops. Okay, where is that last one? You're in here somewhere. I know you are. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Have you ever found yourself owning two versions of a game, like two exact copies of a game? Because I just found that. So, for some strange reason, I have two copies of Final Fantasy IV on the Nintendo DS, and I have absolutely no idea how that's even possible. Which is hilariously ironic because I am terrible at this game. Like, I am so, so bad at this game. It is so hard. Maybe it was because I played it when I was younger, but I am really bad at this game. Yeah, I have no idea how I ended up having two of these. It makes no sense. I do not remember buying two of these. I don't understand where this came from. Oh, guess I'll give it to Maggie or something. One of my friends. Okay, so the other ones of the same series are going to be of Final Fantasy, which is Final Fantasy III, which is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. This one was not released outside of Japan until, I think this was like 2006 or something when this came out. It was somewhere around there, correct me if I'm wrong. And this one's really fun. You get to change all their job classes, and you get like stronger job classes from using the other ones, all that fun stuff. Fun fact, oh well, Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings is one of the other ones. I haven't played this game, so I can just put that one away. Fun fact about this one is make one of your characters a monk as soon as you can, and then leave them as a monk. Do not change their job class. Do not even change their job class if they end up getting the black belt job class, because how they do it in this game, I'm gonna go onto a rant. I'm gonna go onto a rant here. How they do it in this game is you have job points, and with a monk, the higher your job class is, in terms of like leveling it up with job points, the stronger your raw attack power gets. To the point where if you unequip your like claws, you end up being stronger with no weapons. To the point where when it is pointless for you to switch to the black belt job class if you have been using a monk job class your whole time. it got to the point when I was playing that my character was dishing out 2,000 damage when everybody else, even a knight, was dishing out like 500. Like, it's insane. I mean, if you really wanted, you could make every single one of your characters monks, but I wouldn't recommend it. That would actually be really cool. I wonder if somebody's done that. An all monk run of Final Fantasy 3. That would be so cool. But yeah, I made Lunith a monk in that, so you know, just keep that in mind. Okay, so the other two from that series that I had were Final Fantasy The Four Heroes of Light and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Ring of Fates. I actually don't really like the Ring of Fates that much. It's really hard, and I just thought the story was kind of weird. I also haven't played a lot of it, so maybe I'm not giving it a fair chance, but yeah, I was not a huge fan of this game, so let me know if you have played this, and if you liked it. Oh, there's dirt in this one. Dang it. Not that it matters, but this one's really fun, though. I really enjoyed this one. If you have played Bravely Default or Bravely Second, this is actually what the games were based off of. So it has the same kind of idea where you have like points, and you have to use the points to defend or attack, and you can change your job classes, and the aesthetics are very similar. It's like a storybook. It's really cute, but it is really hard, so just disclaimer. But yeah, Revenant Wings. Haven't played it. Haven't finished the 12th one yet. Got it because it was like $10. Don't judge me. Okay, next up is another really cool hidden gem game, in my opinion, and that is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2, which is not the most confusing name ever. Don't be fooled by the number 2 in the name of it. If you have not played the first one, that's okay. This is essentially Dragon Quest, but with Pokemon. That's it. Like, it's absolutely no different. It plays almost exactly like Dragon Quest, just if you were using monsters instead of like humans. That's it. But it is really, really fun, and the monsters are really cool, and you can like fuse them and make stronger ones and level them up, and they can get different skills and traits and stuff. And yeah, it's really, really cool. This is what actually got me into playing Dragon Quest games. But yeah, it's fun, definitely. Next up, we have Hotel Dusk, Room 215. I have not played this game. I know, I'm a terrible person. I have a lot of games that I haven't played. I just got them because they're super cheap and I know they're rare, which is like every DS game these days. But I heard this was really cool. What's really cool about this one is you hold your DS like a book. So you hold it like this. Oh, I can't. You know, okay, hang on. So you know how your DS, this would be like your DS, like screen number 1, screen number 2. You hold it like this for the whole game. So like this is the touch screen, this is the top screen. So I thought that was really cool. And I think it's plays something like a something like a visual novel. I think it looked like it played like a visual novel from what I saw, but the graphics are really cool in this. It kind of looks like what would I compare it to? Kind of like a manga, I guess. But yeah, it's, from what I've seen, it's really good. Another hard one to find, and also one of the strangest Pokemon games that I have, is Pokemon Conquest. I'm also very, very bad at this game. This is a mix between Nobunaga's Ambition, I think is what it's called, and Pokemon. So it's like Final Fantasy Tactics if they had Pokemon in it, and Samurai, and all that fun stuff, which is kind of cool, but also very strange. This game is really, really hard though, so I haven't played very much of it, but I might give it another try sometime. I haven't touched this in a while though, so I would be terrible. Alright, next up we have... I'll try and go a little faster, because I don't want this to be like crazy. I also have no idea how long this video is going to let me record for, because my phone is kind of strange. We have Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This game is very good. Don't buy the DS one. There's going to be a 3DS one coming out this year, I think, so don't bother buying this one. There's no point. but it is really fun and hilarious. This isn't my favorite Mario and Luigi game, but it is also the only DS one that I have physically. So we'll talk about that some other time. Next up is Clubhouse Games. This game is very, very fun. I got it for like $7 at a pawn shop, and you can play every single game, pretty much every single game that's on this, with up to 8 people, which is awesome. There's like card games and board games. There's like a version of Sorry on here, which is really fun. You can play like Cheat and Hearts. I think it's called Hearts, or like Old Maid and Go Fish and stuff like that. And it is really, really cool. If you ever find this, I would definitely get it. It's really fun to play with other people, even if you're playing with like non-gamers. My mom has played this before, and she actually really liked it. Okay, so there's another one coming up that is part of a series. So I'll do them together. Oh, here it is. And that is the Fossil Fighters games. Fossil Fighters is actually really good, despite what it looks like. If you saw like the graphics for this, you'd be like, oh my god, this looks awful. It literally just looks like shovelware. It looks like trash. But if you get into the nitty gritty, no pun intended, of both of them, because they're fossils, it's actually really fun and really intense and in-depth battles. And yeah, one of my old coworkers and good friend is obsessed with this game because she loves dinosaurs, Jurassic Park fan, so on and so forth. But yeah, these kind of play out like Pokemon, where you get different dinosaurs and you can revive them by excavating them. And depending on how well you excavate them, they'll be stronger or have like bonus stats and stuff. And this one's pretty much the same. It's just like the second game. There's a 3DS one, but that one's not very good in my opinion. But the original DS ones are amazing. You can find these in a lot of places. They're always super cheap. So if you can find these, these are like pretty high on the DS list. All right. Next up, we have a couple Pokemon games. Again, shocking. Oh wait, there's another one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. The first one I'll show you is the one that I like the least, and that is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Now hear me out. I like the Mystery Dungeon games. This one is fun. This one is also insanely short and very anticlimactic at the end, just to say the least. So yeah, if you go in thinking you're getting some like amazing, long, emotional, heart-wrenching story like literally all the other Mystery Dungeon games, you will be very disappointed. But I also didn't, I think I got this from somebody, so I didn't pay for it, so apples and oranges, whatever. But yeah, this was definitely not my favorite, to say the least. But I know a lot of people that do like this one, so no tea, no shade, no nothing. What did I tell you? I told you I wasn't sure how long that video was gonna go, so so sorry. I don't know where that cut off. I will just keep going from what I was talking about. So the next ones, oh hang on, I gotta refocus these. The next ones that I have are the Pokemon Black versions, and I have Black 1 and Black 2. Black 1 is not my favorite Pokemon game. It has a really good story, but I didn't like the fact that they don't let you play as any of the old Pokemon. They only make you play as the new ones until you beat the story, and that I found was kind of annoying. This one is much better, where they have a mixture of the new ones and the old ones, and I also just really, really like the story of this one. This is actually my favorite Pokemon game ever, and that's really saying something. I'm definitely going to show you guys this on the channel sometime, because it's been too long since I played this one. But yeah, this is definitely really fun. If you didn't like Pokemon Black 1 or White 1, I definitely recommend you try the second one, because I think you guys will like it more, in my opinion. Alright, so the last Pokemon game that I have physically on the original DS, and I'll explain that later, is Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. This is kind of a weird Pokemon game, to be honest, but it works. In this one, you play as a Pokemon Ranger, and you're kind of like an environmental officer, I suppose. And in this one, your battles are, I'm not even sure how you can explain what they are. In order to capture Pokemon in this one, you have to like trace circles around them, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but you'd have to look it up on YouTube to figure out what I'm actually talking about. But it is really fun. There's two other games before this one. There's just a game called Pokemon Ranger, and that game is also really fun. And I don't have that one physically. And Pokemon Ranger, I think it's Shadows of Alma or Almia. That one's not that great in my opinion, but maybe I didn't give it a fair try. I'll have to give it another try sometime. But yeah, this one's definitely the best one. You can play this multiplayer too, and it's really sweet. Alright, next up on the list is Sonic Rush. The best game ever, in my opinion. I think it's just because I'm nostalgic for it. I got this when it like came out. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to get it, and I love this game. It's a little insane because it is in the, and I'm saying this in specifically because it's Sonic Rush. This is like the fastest Sonic game you can ever play. It is so fast. Oh my gosh, it's insane. But that's what I kind of liked about it. It's just absolutely absurd fun. The music for this is also amazing. Go look up Sonic Rush music. It's made by the guy that made the music for Jet Set Radio, so you kind of know what to expect. Insane, but also like revolutionary for its time. But yeah, this game is really cool. It's also where Blaze the Cat comes from. She's like my favorite Sonic character. I also have the second Sonic Rush game, Sonic Rush Adventure, but it's not physical. Alright, I only have a few more left. I know I keep saying that, but I promise I only have like 4 left. 5, whatever. I'll go fast with this one. We have Super Mario 64 DS. This game is amazing. If you have a 3DS, get this game because you can use a circle pad with it, and oh my goodness, that circle pad is like this game's saving grace. They added way more stars in this one. I think they added 40 more power stars you can get. And there's also lots of mini games you can play that are really fun, and there's different characters you can play as, so you can play as like Wario and Luigi and Yoshi, which is really neat. And they also like upped the graphics on it, and there's other worlds you can visit, and it's like this, in my opinion, is the definitive Super Mario 64 version. But yeah, it's really cool. Next up we have, and I'm sure you guys have, you RPG fans have been playing this. We have Chrono Trigger. Chrono? I think it's Chrono. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of this. I'm not very good at it, to be honest. I get lost a lot. But it is really fun, and I also only got it for like $20, which apparently is insane. I think this was on the Super Nintendo. I'm not entirely sure. It kind of looks like a Super Nintendo game, if that makes any sense. But I really enjoy it. It's just, it's really hard. So maybe I'll play it and you guys can like guide me on how to play it. I think that would be really fun. I always love YouTube videos that have lots of community interaction and advice and stuff. I always think that's really neat. So yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing me play this, because I'll definitely do it. Also, my arm keeps popping every time I bend it back, so if you're hearing that weird noise every time I bend my hand back, that's what it is, and I'm sorry. I have weird bones. Next up on the list is a very, very cute game, and it is the legendary Starfy. This game is adorable. Oh my goodness. There are not very many games that you can get on the DS that are as cute as this one. Think Kirby if he was a starfish, or if he looked like a starfish. He isn't a starfish, he's a star, but you get the point. Yeah, it's just a cute little easy underwater platforming game. It's very fun. I think there are other Starfy games before this one, but I don't think they came over here. I think they stayed in Japan, which makes me sad because I would love to play them. I mean, I guess I technically could, but we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, this game is very, very cute. If you want like if you have a little kid and they have like a 2DS or something, and you find this game, let them have it. I'm sure they'll really like it. Okay, next up is kind of a weird one. It is Picross 3D. Picross is kind of like Sudoku, sort of. It's like Sudoku and a crossword puzzle put together. And, or not crossword, Sudoku. Well, no, yeah. It's pretty close. That would be the closest thing I would compare it to. And this one is the same. It's just the puzzles aren't in just 2D like all the other ones are. This one, they're in 3D, so you have to like break all the blocks and you make a picture on the inside. And it's so satisfying whenever you're doing. You're like, oh, that's what the picture was. That's so cool. And I think they made a second one of this on the 3DS. I'm not entirely sure if I'm right on that or not, but I think they did. But this is really really fun. I think you can get. I'm pretty sure you can get this one on the Wii, like the Wii U. I would definitely recommend getting this. It's very very fun. If you like brain teaser games, this is a really good one to get your brain juices flowing. And last, but certainly not least, is one of my favorite Kirby games and DS games of all time, and that is Kirby Mass Attack. I find a lot of people don't like this one because it is very different compared to the other Kirby games, but it is also very, 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 very fun. I really like it. And it kind of plays like a Pikmin game where you have like he can get split into like 10 different Kirby's, and you have a little power, a little warp star that you can guide around a touch screen. They'll follow it, and you get them to solve different puzzles, attack enemies, and fight bosses, and figure out the environment and all that fun stuff. But it is really fun, and I'm pretty sure you can also get this one on the Wii U eShop as well. It's very very good. I would recommend trying this one out if you were a little unimpressed on how it looked. I recommend that you try it anyway. I think you're really gonna like it. Alright, well, that is all of the DS games and Game Boy Advance games that I have for the most part. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it relaxing. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know, and I definitely will do them for you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and comment, and I will see all of you later. Alright, bye guys.